You're listening to the AfterBuzz TV network, now the largest new media platform on the web, and your #1 source for after-show entertainment.
Very good, Keith. Johnson.
From the AfterBuzz Studios in Los Angeles, California, and streaming live on Ustream, this is AfterBuzz TV for Pretty Little Liars. We'll break down tonight's episode and get you all the latest Pretty Little Liars news and gossip. If you'd like to buzz in on tonight's show, you can buzz us at 424-256-1729. That's 424-256-1729. And now, picking up where the show leaves off and the buzz continues, it's AfterBuzz TV for Pretty Little Liars.
Yay! It's back. It's been a minute. It's been a minute since August 30th. I think it was when it wrapped.
I think you're right.
Yeah.
And crazy.
And I mean,
and I've been having withdrawals.
Yeah, severe withdrawals.
I've been jonesing for some PLL.
And let's be real. Today is awesome for two reasons. Number one, we got the PLL Halloween episode. And number two, Sasha Pieterse.
Aww. I got it right.
Hi,
yes?
guys. Yes, you
Pieterse.
did.
It's tricky last name.
No one says my last name right.
Okay.
Yay.
Deidre. Sasha
Props to
Pieterse,
you.
the star of Pretty Little Liars. She is with us tonight at AfterBuzz TV. So everybody give her a big warm welcome.
Yay!
You guys are so sweet.
You were
Thank
wonderful.
you for joining us.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, we really got to see some hardcore acting chops tonight.
Oh.
So
I had a lot of fun on this episode.
it seemed like it.
Yeah.
But just quick disclaimer to all the viewers out there. I know you guys are really excited that she's here, but she's a busy woman. She's got to run in like 15-ish minutes. So if you want to talk to her, call in 424-256-1729, and she will gladly take your questions and do her best to answer them. Yeah?
Yeah.
Wonderful.
As much as I can.
So tonight, let me just quickly run down who I'm sitting here with. Stephanie Chaplock.
Yay!
David Schiffelity. Getting nerdier by the minute. Yeah. Aubrey DeBear.
Hello.
Sydney DeBear.
Hi.
All PLL enthusiasts. And tonight's
yes.
episode really, really brought it.
Oh my gosh.
Loved it.
So
So
good.
glad you guys liked it.
I was getting anxiety the whole time that it was going to be over soon.
I
At the beginning,
Right?
I was like, please don't end. Literally.
I mean, it answered a lot of questions,
It
I think,
brought
that
a
we
lot
might have
together.
had.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
did.
It made more questions.
yeah,
For me.
that's what I was going to say.
And
It always does.
And one thing that I don't know about you guys, but really stood out to me was how it was shot cinematically. Like, I know you said, who is it? Your executive producer was the director on this episode?
Actually, our DP, our director of
DP.
photography, it was his first time directing our show.
Well,
Which is
he
kinda
did a
fun for him.
phenomenal job.
He
Yeah.
did.
So
Amazing.
go ahead and
Turned
let
out
him know
really
that.
well. Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah.
The colors, the costumes, I think everything was just all around 10 in this episode.
Yes.
I'm so glad you guys
So,
liked it. Yeah.
While we have you here, tell us really quickly, what were your initial thoughts when you heard, we're going to do this Halloween episode, you're the star of it?
It was so funny because they kept it from me for the longest time, but I kept hearing people talk about it, and I was like, Halloween episode, what? I'm so excited. They're like, yeah, it's episode, it's a prequel, and I'm like, oh! And they wouldn't tell me more than that, and I was like, no, you need to tell me. And eventually Marlene was like, this is what's going on. It's a prequel. It's before you died. It's before it's before Jenna was blind. All this like crazy cool stuff, and I was like over the moon. I was super excited to do it. So.
And then you get the script and you see how amazing it's going to be. Tell us about the process preparing for it.
Well, there was a lot going into this episode, not only with the sets and everything, but because it was dated back to 2008, we had like a lot of preparing to do, like the costumes, my costume and Taman's costume for the Gagas.
Yeah.
They had to be her early stage because like
Yeah.
that was Gaga's first crazy outfit for Taman, and mine was kind of like her beginning stages. If you look at her when she first started, it was kind of more like a Madonna look than anything.
All the studs you
She
had.
was just never
Yeah.
wearing pants. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
But they gave you some pants.
They did,
Which was
sort
great.
of skirt.
Oh, your skirt. Yeah.
Yeah, it was
Bottom
it was a
half.
lot of fun. Yeah, like I said, a lot went into this episode. There was a lot of preparing. And everyone else's costume, and you saw Spencer's costume, how elaborate it was, which is so funny because Troyan, she was like, yeah, that's totally the thing that I would wear when I was that age.
Oh.
So
I totally see that.
yeah, it's totally her. So I think that's cool that it kind of, brought that out of her. And like, I thought Aria's costume was perfect for her and everything. So yeah, it turned out really well. And it was a long week, but in so many good ways. We had a lot of fun on this episode.
And then we had the pleasure of actually watching the episode all together with Sasha and seeing it up on the big screen. Is that like a surreal moment for you?
Yeah, it's cool. This is actually the first time that I've seen it. So it was like, it was really nice. I kind of wanted to wait and, see it when everyone else saw it. Just because.
Are you one of those actresses who is okay with watching yourself? Because I know a lot have a problem with that.
I know, and I totally get why. I am super critical of myself, though. I don't mind watching it, but mainly just because I like seeing it come together. Because I don't work with everyone, like the table reads are a nice reunion because I get to see everyone. And then when I see the episode come alive on TV, it's really neat for me. So yeah, I'm very critical of myself, but I do enjoy seeing like things like this come together.
Very cool. Now, you guys, I think collectively we probably agree that Allie is very much the feisty, sassy,
saucy
firecracker we thought she was.
Yeah.
Yes, she is.
And I know that you kind of talked about Troy and earlier, like actually dressing like that in real life, maybe for Halloween, but you are so far removed from your character.
Aw.
Is that fun that you just get to play someone
is.
so sassy?
It is so fun. Seriously, it's really cool for me because I literally get to like just dive into her character. She's got so many layers and so many like cool things that I can pull from, and like each scene is different. I'm never bored, and so I love playing Alison. Everything is so like really nice and cool, and it's just interesting to see how she like makes each person feel in the scenes.
She has
like,
quite
this is
an
a
effect
prequel.
on the people that she's around.
Yeah, because she's
Yes.
very strong with the girls, but then when you saw her by herself, she's
More vulnerable.
scared, and she
Yeah.
doesn't have all the answers. So.
Yeah, so it's kind of cool in this episode to see the difference, and then in the regular episodes when I'm in flashbacks, it's cool to see how she affects the girls in that scene, and then on like inside the episode as well, like in present day. So.
Very cool. We're only going to keep her for a few more minutes. I want to know from my expert panel here, do you guys have questions for Sasha?
Oh.
Where
Where do we begin?
Where do I start?
I know.
No pressure.
Well, I have a question. Can I ask?
Yeah.
Okay. I was
Yeah,
opening up
ask
the
it.
forum for you guys, but I have a
Go for it.
question. You're young. You know how competitive the acting industry can be. What's the audition process like going in for a role as sought after as Allie?
Well, what's kind of funny is that in the audition process, I went out for Hannah, and so did the girl that plays Maya, Bianca Lawson. Sorry.
So was there a physical criteria? Because you and Ashley Benson, I guess, could
We look very similar. Yeah. But then Bianca, she
obviously
doesn't.
doesn't. Yeah.
So I don't think so. I don't think they were really sure what they were looking for. In the books, Hannah has dark hair, but I don't think that was as much of a need in this. Right. So we all tested for Hannah, and then they ended up giving Maya to Bianca, and I went to Alison, which I would never change it now. Like, it was so cool. Right. I love Alison's character. I wouldn't dream of being anyone else. But it's kind of funny how that.
I know, you're so good
kind
in
of funny
that
how that
role.
process.
Yeah.
Great.
You're so, yeah.
So I have a question for you. Before you guys started filming and before you went into this whole process, did you actually sit down and read the books?
Not the audition process. I wasn't very sure of what it was. But as soon as I got it, I kind of started telling people like, oh, I'm going to go film this pilot up there in Canada and everything. They're like, what? Pretty Little Liars. And I found out a lot of my friends read it. So that was really cool. So
Oh, I
it's
didn't
nice
know
to
you
be
guys
part of
filmed
something.
in Canada.
Just the pilot. We film here, but yeah, we filmed the pilot in Canada.
Anything else from you, lovely ladies?
Do you know
Rude.
who A is?
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I need to know.
I can't tell you who A is. I don't
But do you
personally
know?
know who A is.
Oh.
They keep us like,
In the dark.
yeah, just like
So
just
people like
you
me
guys.
who are asking you can't
Yeah.
draw it out of you.
Exactly. We've got like our ideas and theories, but they keep it pretty secret from us.
What's your theory?
Are you allowed to share?
Yeah, are you allowed to share?
Not really.
Okay.
But like I still kind of toy with it though too. I'm not sure if it's one person or if it's like
A group.
Yeah, I think it's a duo.
It's
you think it's
really hard
multiple?
for it to be one person.
Yeah, it I mean, it's hard for it to be anyone.
I'm sticking with my theory
Wait, what's your theory again?
that it's Lucas.
Well,
This episode
he
kind
was
of
a little sneaky in this
Yeah.
episode.
This episode made you think that.
But I
Yeah.
think it tries to. I just
Did
never
you
want
think that
to
before
guess.
this episode?
Yeah, I had a dream about it.
So then it's true.
So then it's true.
So then we know it's true.
Yeah.
Do you get people coming up to you, like when you're having lunch or when you're grocery shopping or whatever, who like A, want to meet you, but B, like want to just chat A with you? Honestly. Because if I saw you at the grocery store, I'd be like, look, let's talk.
All the time.
I think it's Lucas. Like, honestly, do people do that to you now?
All the time.
Really? And are you open to just have at it and think about who it might be and hear them out?
For the most part.
You want to hear their theories?
So many theories, I'm sure. Well, I don't have a question, but I just have a comment. This episode made me want Allie in it all the time.
I know.
Yes.
It was a little hard.
She really does bring so much to the table.
She does.
I mean, it's just you're seriously so fun to watch.
Yes.
Like I want to be friends with Allie, but also hate her.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm like,
Also
I
not.
get it. I totally get it.
Well, she's the bad
It's
girl,
like
but you're
that.
always rooting for her. It's just weird.
Yeah.
I love-hate relationship.
Yes.
Last question, and we'll let you go. Is there anything that you want to promote? I know that you're a busy woman.
Yeah, I have a Disney movie coming out, actually.
Oh, fun.
Oh wow.
It's just a Disney TV movie. It's coming out, I think it's November 11th. It's called Geek Charming.
Oh my gosh, fantastic. So everybody
Tune in.
look out for
Thank
it.
you.
We'll put the information up on the website, AfterBuzzTV.com. This busy woman's got a skedaddle, but thank you so much
Thank
for
you.
stopping
It was so
by.
nice to
Thank
be
you
here.
so
You guys
much.
are awesome.
Thanks for watching it with us.
I know,
It's
it
my
was really
pleasure.
fun.
It was a lot of fun. I'm so glad I could.
Thank
Yay,
you.
thanks for being here.
It's great to see you guys.
Hopefully you'll come back.
Yes, I would love to. I'd love to. Hopefully you'll be here soon.
Of course. Thank you.
Thank
Can't
you.
wait until
Thank you.
January.
All right, girls, we want to thank Sasha for calling in. We're going to head to a commercial break. When we get back, Deidre and the rest of the cast are going to give you a rundown of tonight's episode.
Yeah, we are.
Yeah.
Woo! Well, have fun, guys.
Want to find out what the AfterBuzz is about?
Janice is a drama queen.
This is the divide that is going to carry the series.
Give us a call. 424-256-1729. 424-256-1729.
It's television, and they want it to be as dramatic as possible.
I mean, it's Shakespearean.
You never know what goes on behind closed doors.
Find out why AfterBuzz TV is the #1 source for after-show content.
Now, in the eyes of Jimmy, Nucky is a villain.
424-256-1729. 424-256-1729.
I mean, who would you guys rather hear that from? Your husband or your best friend? The wig will come out.
When the TV show is over, get your AfterBuzz on.
All right.
Yeah.
Sasha Pieterse was here.
Okay. She is amazing.
Got
Okay.
us.
Can I just say that she like pointed out about the pin? in
Okay,
the back
So
of
many
the head?
things. That was the best.
We need to tell everyone watching right now
Yes.
that Sasha
Goddess.
Sasha and Brendan
Right.
are gonna have a little
Historian
historian
club.
off because Brendan tells
So
us
much
all the
info.
behind the scenes facts and Sasha was keeping us up to date every time we'd be watching. Oh, FYI, guys, pay attention to this part because she was the best
Even just
narrator
her
we've ever had.
fingernail
Right.
polish.
Yes.
And
Oh,
knitting and
Okay, see, because I was
We
sitting
missed
behind and
the
it was kind
fingernail
of
polish.
loud, and I was like, wait, what?
you guys
what
just
was
weren't as
that?
VIP as us.
But I mean,
Right.
it was
Sorry.
the fingernail polish thing. I think was pretty obvious because they always
In the beginning, it's
they-
red
it-
nail polish.
It's like reddish
and
pink.
then
Oh, and
it was black tonight.
Oh, okay. I
okay.
actually just noticed that because of the black lipstick too.
Yes.
Yeah.
I noticed because I'm a little bit of a freak about this show.
Right.
I mean-
Aren't we all? And this is so much fun because the show is currently not in session right now. Is that the way you say it?
In session.
It's in season.
It's not in
It's not
session.
in,
school.
they're in
Season.
session because they're filming.
They're
but
shooting
not
right now.
in season.
In
Yes.
season. Okay.
Yeah, there you
But
go.
I'm really glad that we could reconvene our happy little group
I
here.
know. We missed
Yay!
you guys.
Can we have like a table hug?
I know, it's so fun to be back with my sisters.
Brother.
Yeah.
As the honorary cousin, I guess we're gonna call me.
yeah.
These
For the
are
love of
the
my life.
the Fardashians.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah. I was wondering where you were going with that.
Awesome. And
Rob.
Rob.
The fake
I love
Kardashians.
Yes. And we're the weird oddball cousins.
Moving on.
Yeah.
Can
moving
we
on.
be
Would you be
can
Mama
we
Chris?
Wait, can we be Kendall and Kylie, like the
No.
ones who came in at the end?
Yeah, sure.
No.
Did you just say
Mama
no?
Chris.
Okay.
What am I?
I think it's time to
blonde-
get back
I think it's time to talk about Pretty Little
Stepchild?
Liars.
You're Lauren Conrad.
There you go.
Okay. I'll take it, actually. I'll take it. Whatever. I'll go with it.
All right. Are we done?
Yeah,
with the
we're done.
conversation?
That was
Sorry,
so
we're done.
awkward.
That's horrendous.
Yeah.
Sorry. Sorry.
So now that we've established that we're some odd form of the Kardashian family, let's
And
talk
the other
about
reality TV
Pretty
star.
Little Liars episode. It's season 2, episode 13. So technically, just an extension of season 2. The prequel, The First Secret. You guys, Alison is the Valerie Malone of the show that I needed. That's a 90210 reference for
Thank you.
everyone out there.
And for
Everyone
me.
take a second and jump on board.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm with you. That's why we're.
Okay, Valerie Malone was played by Tiffany Amber Thiessen, and she was the bad girl in 90210 that was
She
demonic.
brought the evil that you loved.
Yes.
Ugh.
And you couldn't get enough of her.
Heaven.
And you were spot on, Sid, when you said you want Allie in every episode.
I mean,
How could you not?
Everything from just her little dimples and how she's so
Just
right
like-
there. Her commentary, she plays evil and sweet at the same time so well. It's crazy.
She
It's really
spices
creepy.
everything
Yeah.
up. I cannot get enough.
Well, yeah, and it was fun to see her in the entire episode, and even in moments where she was by herself. She's not always with another girl, like making sense
Having
out
the
of
fla-
something.
yeah,
right,
having that flashback.
Because even when she was in her room, she had a vulnerable moment, like you were saying. She's by herself. She gets this creepy little doll thing, and you get to see
The
her as
voodoo
this.
doll?
But you see her as this like teenage girl too. But then she's also this horrible friend.
She's such a bad friend.
Or is she?
But she's fun, and like you want to be around her, and she helps you, but then she's awful. She's just both. It's fun though.
Yeah, I love how she controls everyone,
Yeah.
and she
Literally
just,
like everybody there.
and yeah, everyone.
Everyone in
leave
the
her.
school, not just her
Yeah.
friends. I
Yeah.
mean, everyone's just obsessed with Allie.
Yeah.
I feel like that was Sydney as a small child.
It was. You got it.
Running the show.
Running the show without brushing my hair. That one. She made it work. It's like I don't know why anyone liked me in school. I literally was an elf troll. But somehow,
I can vouch for that.
Somehow everyone liked it.
Because who doesn't like an elf troll?
Yeah, who doesn't
I
like
know
with
I do.
attitude?
That's
I know
that's
I
the
do.
point.
Time out. Can we take a minute? Audio listeners, we're looking at the scene of Alison
I
in her
was,
bedroom. J freaking D.
I was half expecting you guys to be like, so can you hook it up with Angel Face? But
I know,
nothing
right?
was
To
said.
be honest, I'm really mad because I didn't think about that till right now.
Oh,
So-
I was gonna make a comment and be like, you guys, do you want to get his number? I'm sorry. I should have been
do.
more of a
I
wingman.
do.
My bad.
I'm glad you guys are 2 steps, or at least Chappie, you're 1 step ahead of Sydney and I, because my plan of attack was to let her get to know us, and then when she comes back in January when season 3 starts airing, then we'll attack her with the JD propositions.
Or she'll probably be
And-
weirded out either way and not want to give us his number.
And maybe a little Ezra action for us too.
I'm Jaria. Jaria.
Ezra all the way.
But speaking of Ezra, Sasha so nicely pointed out, I completely missed it.
Yes.
That little
I
scene in
caught
the
it.
hallway
I
at school.
I caught it too.
I didn't. So it was just you and me. Then
Once
who
again,
did.
the 2 people who don't know anything about anything.
Thank you. So
The
kind.
exiled Kardashians are
No, but
On that side of the table.
so that was when Ezra was a high school student.
College.
College, because she went to visit her
Hollis.
dad.
Oh, sorry.
Yes.
Okay, Hollis. Love Hollis.
Hollis, it's so prestigious.
It's such a prestigious university. So we got to see a little bit of Ezzy in this episode.
It's just a glimpse. It was enough.
Just a brief
was enough.
little.
I needed it.
We got to see.
I would have liked a little more.
JD.
But
Yeah, and JD's shirt was on, so that's an automatic point deduction.
Yeah.
Right.
I would have loved to
Pretty
have seen what they were doing in his bedroom.
Yeah.
the Stony
Making the
Balonies.
The
movie.
Stony Balonies, yeah.
Making a movie, but what kind of
Exactly.
creepy movie?
I mean,
Okay, and I didn't understand / realize that Ian and Melissa were already were dating back in the day.
They were in college, right?
Weren't they dating?
They were dating and then they broke up, and
Didn't
then
he kiss Spencer? Was that part of it too?
Mhm.
No,
that's
that was
why they broke up.
Are you not thinking
No,
of Red?
Spencer made
No.
out with him too.
It
No,
was
yeah,
both of
Spencer
them.
made out with him also.
Both of them.
Spencer's
Whoa, she gets around.
little slew
Right,
for her
she gets
sister's
around.
Yeah.
boyfriends,
Yeah.
fiancés, husbands, all of it.
Now, do you think
do it.
you
No
know you know
boundaries.
the videotape of like Ian and Allie? Do you think that that's perhaps the JD movie that he was making?
No.
Maybe. Because we did see throughout the episode that someone was following Allie with like a weird like video camera type.
Right.
Oh,
It had that kind of film
Maybe.
over it.
But I think they were setting up like that Ian always had a camera for it to make sense as to why they had that video of Allie at that rock, because he was apparently always filming for some reason.
And Melissa seems to be in on the loop on it,
Yeah,
because when we
something
see
weird.
Allie come up to Ian at the party,
She kisses him.
She grabs him and kisses
She's like,
him.
I wrote down cat fight between Allie and Melissa because they were getting real saucy with each other.
Yeah.
Right?
And
She knows.
She definitely knows.
And definitely something was up when they were in the Hastings kitchen. And Allie, what was that? Was she like trying to be overly sweet and nice to Melissa? And Melissa was not having
But
it.
Like killing her with kindness.
Yeah.
Fake.
Right.
That was what the cat
Right.
fight was. You could just like feel the tension.
Yes. Killing her with kindness, it probably is the best way to describe it.
And just the way she looked at her, she looked like she wanted to step on her. Melissa was like, literally,
oh
no,
wanted her dead.
Can we talk about something else that
Don't
particularly
mess
excited
with
me?
my man. I'm gonna bring the ones and bring it to ya. Sorry.
Quick. What was that artist's name?
Nivea?
That was a
We were
Nivea
talking about
reference.
this the other day. Aubrey's like, Sydney, that's a lotion. I was like, yeah, it's also a hip hop artist.
Kids, Buzzy the AfterBuzz B says, get back on subject.
This thing debuted itself to me yesterday when I got
man.
I got the
This is my
AfterBuzz
first
B a
time.
couple times.
Hey, AfterBuzz B, that was on subject.
Hey, AfterBuzz B, that had a lot to do with what we were talking about.
Yeah,
I like
I mean, you're bringing it back. This episode was a prequel. If we really want to like tie it all in.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, and that's an old song. Is that where you were
Exactly.
going?
We're bringing it back.
Bring it
Right.
back.
Old school.
You guys, we
Don't
found
you
out that
AfterBuzz B me ever again.
yeah, ever. Especially when we're talking about a hip hop song that's supposed to be DJ Jesse J's like
There we go.
Allie versus Melissa. Allie versus Melissa. Who's gonna win?
Oh my
I think
God.
Melissa wins.
He was not about to show a smile or a giggle. He was like,
Okay, can we talk about how
Oh,
Emily
Jack.
got a little freakier than we had originally anticipated?
she didn't, though.
She didn't.
I know, but
Emily?
I guarantee Deidre didn't know that.
no. We were led to believe that she did, and I
Get down with the get down.
Right. Okay.
Basically, she obviously didn't want people to know. This is what.
I mean, she's
This
full
is what my dictionary
lesy.
next to me said to
Okay.
me. I think it's just like, obviously.
Oh, what the
Well,
psychological?
I agree.
No, I just
no,
thought
that
my-
Emily wanted people. She wanted it to get around that she was having sex with her boyfriend because she's a lesbian, and so she'd rather that be the rumor than
right.
that she likes girls.
Right.
I saw that. Yeah. And then how far ahead of this is before Allie died?
I don't know.
This said October 28th, 2008.
And when did she
And
die?
Allie died 2009, right?
On the show,
Oh,
hasn't
okay.
she only been gone for a year?
Yeah.
Watching Sasha's interview from Clever TV with shout out to Jocelyn and Dana.
Yes.
Hi, ladies.
She said the first season and first half of the second season are all supposed to take place within 6 weeks.
Oh my
What?
God, such a
Wait, say
short-
that again?
6 weeks.
The
first
first
season-
season?
Well, now I just got really scared.
that you were wrong.
No. But I also watched the Clever TV interview. Shout out, love Jocelyn and Dana.
That
But she did- I'm
apparently
pretty sure
the
she did say
entire
that.
first season and first half of this second season was all supposed to take place in 6 weeks.
That's a
That's-
really short
Which
amount
Oh,
of time.
that's like a month and a half.
Well, which then made me be like, "Whoa, Emily, you've had 3 girlfriends in 6
Yeah,
weeks."
no way.
Right. So back to our
Saucy.
original
Months, maybe.
original
It
hypothesis.
was 6 weeks, but it could be maybe they filmed everything in 6 weeks. Does that make more sense?
No, that's impossible.
Well, pick one.
Nothing about what you were saying.
Pick one. Because
Nothing
pick one
makes
because the number
sense.
was 6 weeks.
Okay.
Well, I was
Well-
just wondering because this is the moment that Allie realized that Emily was a lesbian.
Right, because she witnessed the
Jenna.
glance exchange, or
Well, do we
Emily
think-
staring at Jenna.
Well, Jenna was staring back.
Yeah, she
Jenna
kinda
gave her a
was.
saucy little.
She
Do
was
you
dancing
think-
for her through her arms. It was very sexual.
Oh,
And she was
I
wearing
didn't
the
get, I didn't get
red-
that impression.
Yeah.
I
I
maybe it's
definitely
because
got
I
that.
know that Emily's a lesbian, and I know
Right.
that Jenna's not, so I only saw it as
Well,
a
you don't know that
one-sided
Jenna's
thing.
not. You
Yeah,
just
we don't
think
know.
Jenna's
Well,
not.
we know Jenna
dating
wanted to,
Officer Garrett Reynolds.
So what? Emily has a boyfriend in this episode.
I guess that's true.
and
Ugh.
she hooked up with her stepbrother. So she does weird
Did you
things.
notice he was like, she gets whatever she wants?
Yes. So
Okay,
he's-
Toby.
Yeah, he said that in a really awkward way, so that
He was
obviously
obviously
she was
heard
like,
about something. Yeah.
or I think she already was like making.
was
him-
already doing
She was already
stuff.
trying to hook up with him, and he thought it was weird.
As any
normal
human
person would assume.
But can we talk about how banging she is?
Oh my god. Okay.
Who
Who knew behind those ugly glasses was a gorgeous
face and banging bod.
I've seen her in interviews, and it's every time I see her in a different interview, it is mind blowing because she looks so different when they put her in those big glasses.
So different. But those glasses are just not flattering. I mean, obviously they're not supposed to be there.
Right. I mean,
I don't think the glasses
are for fashion purposes.
Not for fashion, but like.
But she could
I don't think
have
they're
better
bad.
ones.
I think she's. I
just think she's so pretty that she should.
Well, her
we should let
eyes
her take her glasses
Her
off.
eyes do so much for her.
Yeah. Right.
It's crazy.
Well,
and they're
whose
light.
eyes don't do much?
And
Could you
usually,
you don't need your eyes.
Would
You're
you think
fine
I was
without 'em.
cute? Like,
also I think
I
that
was just gonna do that. Like,
Okay.
everyone, I'm gonna do the rest of my. I'm gonna do the rest of this like this.
I think the issue would be is that when you're blind, your eyes look different than when you can see.
Well, yeah, I realize why they put the glasses on her because she's not really blind.
Hey, I don't know.
Okay.
I'm just trying to help you out.
the fashion in this episode also
Oh
was just
my
horrendous.
It was beyond.
that's a good topic we'll talk about. Sasha, actually, because I turned to her and I was like, Ashley Benson is a thin girl. There is no way.
She's wearing a fat suit.
Well, Sasha's like, yeah, they padded her up.
Yeah, but it
so
was
just,
beyond.
Just to put it out there for the viewers who thought maybe she like gained
she was
weight for the
hefty
role.
Hannah.
Right. So she
Eating
really
popcorn by herself.
and
Like
we
me and
did,
David.
we did get an
Two of us.
FYI on the pajamas that Hannah was wearing with the cakes all over.
Yes, that was
was
intentional.
funny.
Very cute.
And
AfterBuzz TV exclusive.
So exclusive.
The cakes on the PJs.
yeah,
The jam
symbolism. And Allie even offered her ketchup. Off the
She's
knife.
like,
that was hilarious.
Want
You
some,
want some,
Hannah?
Hannah?
That was such a Cruel Intentions moment.
Yeah.
God.
Oh,
I would love to play someone so evil.
I
Right?
don't
That
love
was so much
it
fun. She must have a really good time.
She's
Well,
really
she
good
spoke
at
to
it.
that. Yeah.
because she's so nice.
Yeah.
that it would
Well,
just be so fun to do
yeah.
that for
Yeah.
a while.
You know what's interesting about Sasha? This is another thing that I saw in the Clever TV interview. In this new Disney movie that she has coming out, Geek Charming, apparently she plays the sweetest, most unassuming, nice, lovely girl. She was on House and she played a dying cancer patient. She's evil on this show. I mean, she obviously is a testament to how great of an actress
Has
she
a
is.
range.
Absolutely.
And to be so young, I think really speaks to it because, you know, I know Torian Belisario is like USC theater degree, born and raised in this industry. This girl is, a teenager, and
Yeah.
she has so much experience, and she plays everything so well.
Yes.
So
I mean, I think it's so crazy how intimidating she is, and then it's like, oh, she's way younger than me, and I would be terrified of her.
I know.
Yeah.
I mean,
I'd give her a
was
run for
sort
her
of-
money.
I wouldn't dare stand up to her. I would just
Back
do whatever
then?
she told me to do.
Can we
I'd be
talk-
on your side.
Thanks.
Can we talk? Sorry, while we're on the topic of great actresses, this scene between Chad Lowe and Lucy
Oh
Hale,
my
No.
gosh, she was
Chills.
gut wrenching. Yeah,
Chills.
like
the little cry when
emotion.
she's
in her-
trying to hold it
With her
back.
little hand over her
She was
eyes. It's
so cute.
But here's
It was
my
great
thing
to
with
actually
this.
see this moment
Right.
Yeah.
play out after we know what happens with the family and where it goes and what it leads to. But it's great to see Aria have to sit there and struggle with the idea of having to lie for her father.
Yeah.
And just the idea that he like puts in her head that
That he
like
would
you're
even ask.
protecting your mother.
Right.
So you make it
Oh, it's
because I would be
awful.
like I would just tell her.
Of course.
But then you see what he does to her, how he like mind
Yeah.
games.
He propositions her, which is
Horrible.
so evil.
Can't
Yeah.
even imagine.
Which is sad because I love me some Chad Lowe. Okay.
We know.
Yeah. The only other person who like digs Chad Lowe is Jocelyn Davis. So.
I'm more of a Rob Lowe type of girl.
I just did a phone interview with him last week. He's amazing.
I saw that you did that.
Yeah, he's
super
great.
jealous.
But that's another story.
Horse of a different color.
What?
That's what you're supposed to say. That's a horse of a different color.
That's what you're supposed
Life
to
lessons
say.
with David Schiffolity.
Oh
You
my
seem
It just makes more sense.
Makes more sense than what did you say?
You guys, can we talk about Lucas?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
We didn't actually get to see him a lot.
I thought this
in
was like
this
going to be
episode.
his like alley moment.
Me
where
too.
He was gonna
His coming out party.
After watching your guys'
Yes.
AfterBuzz with him, I thought that he was gonna be him and Allie were gonna be like the stars of the show.
Yeah,
But
he was
you-
only in a few scenes.
You do see how Allie
You see
treated him
Yeah.
and
Oh,
what
it
would
brings
make him.
it brings a lot more to his character.
To
Mhm.
him
But I just
and
thought there were
Mona.
gonna be so many more moments.
And if you notice, when the whole time that Allie is having the little scene with Lucas saying,
Hermie.
calling him Hermie, that whole thing, and it cuts to Mona staring at her like she just wants to be like Allie. And then
she becomes Allie and then
remember
treats
how
him like
she,
that.
Exactly. And how then she goes on to calling him her mean. She's the one that continues it after Allie's gone.
So mean.
You know?
Yeah. Hold on. Let's take a break for a second and go ahead and put the caller through, Jesse. Caller, you're on the line. What's your name? Where are you calling from? Did they hang up?
Hello.
Spooky.
I think we might have lost that
Oh,
call.
all right.
I got scared.
Try us back if you'd like.
Good night.
And Brendan's so cute when he tries cleaning off her shoe
know,
and
but
his little
his
pumpkin
sweater. I love that he's wearing a pumpkin sweater. That is to die for.
Oh my God,
That
I
is
love
to die
him.
for.
He is so precious. I literally want to pick him up.
I thought you were going to say, oh, he's such a pumpkin, and then he's wearing the pumpkin sweater.
That would have just been.
I should have said that.
ball.
I'm really upset.
I mean, the clothes.
And can we talk about Nerdy Mona?
Right?
She's so cute.
I didn't
She's
realize that she
beautiful.
was like full geek
Yeah.
before.
And then because later there's a scene with Hannah where she's like, I'm not going back. If you want to, like, that's fine, but I'm never
Right.
going back to that. You know,
But
that
Right, no,
Hannah
I
was
remember
never
that.
there. Was Hannah ever really there? She was just like one of Allie's minions, but she was never like a nerd.
But she was like the big girl.
But she's like the frumpy
you
one that
know,
they're
she
like,
wasn't like the
Yeah.
cute friend. She was like
Yeah, but she was so
that friend.
popular because she
Right,
was like
yeah.
with
Yeah.
That group.
Allie.
Right.
Agreed.
Is Noel the same age as them? What age are they all?
Yeah, they're all
They're
16.
juniors.
Right.
They're all juniors in high school.
But so just Noel was popular and didn't know the rest of them.
yeah, because he
Okay.
knew Allie, but he didn't know any of her friends.
Okay.
Wait,
got
what?
it.
Yeah, that kind of doesn't make sense.
Can we
What?
also talk about how Sasha?
Oh, you mean realistic? You mean realistically? How would he know one girl and not all the
Yeah.
people she hangs
Yeah.
out with?
Yeah.
That's a good theory. I mean, in high school, if people knew me, they knew Sydney.
Yeah.
So, and vice versa, I would assume. So, I don't know. You know, Allie is a mysterious
Well, you
woman.
know-
Who knows if she went and hung out with him on her own?
In high school, I had friends that didn't know my friends, and vice versa.
Really?
At that
I mean,
same school?
at the same school, yeah.
I don't.
I mean,
I don't think that that's accurate.
no. I mean, like
No,
Sydney,
it-
you obviously had a random friend that maybe I wasn't friendly with.
Okay,
and vice
maybe I wasn't friends with them, but I like knew they existed.
But did you know their names?
Oh, all right.
Sydney's terrible with names.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Don't even try.
Don't ask her.
Don't even try. Let's get back to Pretty Little Liars.
Okay.
The Halloween costumes. Let's talk about those.
I was a little disappointed with Aria's,
She
Yeah, I
was,
wanted
but she
to
reminded
see-
me of Lindsay Lohan in Mean Girls.
Yeah.
but not
Yeah,
even
but it
as
was supposed-
good.
It was
Do you know
supposed
what
to
I
be
mean?
acceptable though.
I'm almost gonna say, like, didn't you kind of like put it? Obviously, she had to have had an idea of what she was gonna do, but she didn't. She put it together more last minute because she wasn't planning on going.
No, she totally had a costume
Okay,
planned
fine.
out,
Just
and
poke
that's what it
holes
was.
in my theory.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Okay. No one plans.
I'm trying to give Aria some credit.
I mean, she still looked gorgeous. Like when
She
they did
still
a
looked
close
great,
up on
yeah.
her.
I
But
miss
it
her
was
pink
it was
streaks.
just it was frumpy.
She didn't have anything
works them
special.
so
Yeah.
well.
She really does.
You don't like
I
the pink
can't.
streaks?
No.
See,
For
I
a
just
high school
think
girl, it's okay.
high school girl, she's punky. She fits
Yeah.
that
But I like her
stereotype.
better now.
Well,
Now
yeah.
she's
Oh,
more
definitely.
glamorous.
Yeah.
But
I mean,
at the
she's-
time, the pink's pretty
Yeah.
cute.
Yes. Can we talk about Spencer's costume?
Absolutely.
Can we talk about it?
Obsessed Mary Queen of Scots.
Okay, I thought she was Helena Bonham Carter.
For it. I thought she was Queen Elizabeth.
Although for the longest time, we
Which
were
would
all
have
trying to
been-
figure out what she was.
Wouldn't they have been cousins, Mary Queen of Scots and Queen Elizabeth?
Okay, we don't know history.
We don't.
Can't do
Okay,
it.
we
Guys,
don't pay attention. So
We're gonna get our fan. They called us back.
Oh, great.
Ah,
Put them through on the line.
Call, you're on the line. What's your name? Where are you from?
Hi, my name's Lizzie.
Hi. How's it going?
Hey, Lizzie.
I'm good. How are you guys?
Good, thank you. Did you watch Pretty Little Liars?
Of course, I needed my fix. I'm so happy it's back for the night.
Yeah, us too.
too.
Do you have a question or a thought?
Yeah, well, assuming you guys are talking about everyone's costume, I was just wondering if you had to be one of them as their costume, who would you want to be?
Well, we know Mary
Hands down.
Queen of Scots.
Mary Queen of Scots. That was the best costume.
That was pretty fabulous.
It was amazing.
As far as-
Corseted and everything.
As far as costumes
Genius.
are
No, it was
concerned,
pretty
yes.
cool. Yeah.
But okay.
as far as not caring about being slutty, sure, that
Yeah.
was the best.
They're like sophomores in high school.
Okay,
And
all
that's
right.
Stop
when
them.
you're supposed to be at your peak.
Yeah, that's when you're at your peak of you dress as a slutty animal of some
And then
sort.
the older,
your ears
the older
on,
you get,
go.
you realize that that's not socially acceptable anymore.
Yeah, you should probably cover
Not
up
in
a
my
little
world.
bit more.
Not in my
You can
world.
always be slutty.
As I get older, the less I wear for Halloween.
Oh, there you go.
Are we hanging out this
hang
year?
out, yeah.
Let's get together.
Something to look forward to. Aubrey.
I would go with the Indian maybe because people always tell me I look like Pocahontas.
You do.
So
Totally.
You
I'll-
truly do.
I'll go with that.
And you kind of look like Emily.
There you go.
Yeah.
So.
You should do it this
Perfect.
year.
Right.
Be Pocahontas.
Okay.
Or be
Oh my God,
Emily
sorry,
as
that-
the Indian.
I like that. I like that.
Really get into it.
I would have Troyan just like rather have her
In the corset?
just
In her
stay in the
undergarments?
corset.
That was Aria's like costume.
At
I was
first,
like, what is
at
she?
first, Aubrey's like, what is that? I was like, those are her normal clothes.
Like, what is happening? with
Wait,
that outfit?
Aria's outfit?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I thought
she's-
that was maybe her costume.
She's very retro. That's her style.
All right, girl.
Not anymore.
Okay,
it's
I'm
not.
sorry. I'm
Take a-
defending her.
Take a chill pill.
I love her. Sydney, who
I
would you be?
I would have been the death baby.
So creepy.
Lizzie, do you know who the death baby is that she's referring to? Lizzie?
Oh, yeah. Hi, sorry. I couldn't hear you. Yeah.
No, it's okay. Yeah, the death baby who lurks
Who tried
around.
to kill? There
I
were
actually
10
know
of them.
exactly who you're talking about.
There were several of them
There are
at the
several
party.
death babies. Love it.
No, but in all honesty, Jenna, I die for her now. I want to be her
Okay.
in every way.
Yeah, I was gonna say I
Yes.
want to be as skinny as her, and then
I know
I'd
if I
be
had
Jenna.
that body, I'd be that.
I want everything.
as
about
I
her.
am now.
Who would you go with?
You know, I'm kind of like in Hannah as like old school Britney.
Yeah.
But did she say
Can't
that she was
lose.
being Brittany, or did she just say she was being a schoolgirl?
No, she said she was going to be Brittany.
because they were saying,
Yeah,
are you
Brittany
shaved head
was,
Brittany
yelling at her in the beginning of the episode about which kind of Britney she was allowed to be.
Yeah.
Allie almost made her
Such
do
a
the bald
dictator.
head.
Almost
Ooh,
made her
that would have
shave it off.
been
Bald-headed
really
Brittany
interesting.
would have been so funny.
I know.
And you, Deidre?
I think I would go with the red Gaga as well.
Yeah.
Anyone who knows me knows I bleed for Lady Gaga.
Well, also,
Sorry, Jessie.
Allie's
I love her.
Lady Gaga was kind of
Not-
like she had the
liked
gross
I
wig. It
liked
looked a
it.
little mullety.
I like
Yeah.
the studs.
look
I
really
love me some
Right?
leather.
The wig was awful.
I love the whole outfit, and she looks gorgeous.
Yeah.
But I
I
don't
didn't
like
know
the
it was
top of
Lady
the
Gaga.
hair. That's the only thing.
That's
that-
exactly what's ruining it
Yeah.
for
But-
me.
But you know what? I don't think that's any fault of hers.
No.
I think that that's Lady Gaga. Like Lady Gaga's had some
No,
weird
I
hairdos.
think, I
No,
think
no,
they
no.
actually tried to make it so that she was a little subpar to Jenna because Jenna was supposed to be
Right,
like
take over.
have her moment. So I
Yeah.
think
Yeah.
like they made her
That's a
look
good point.
great, but they were trying to make her not look quite as good as
yeah,
Jenna.
to have Jenna
Yeah.
show her up.
yeah,
makes sense.
because that was like that's supposed to like spark the rivalry.
Yeah.
Do
Okay.
you guys appreciate them calling Lady Gaga Lady G as much as I did?
I didn't know what that meant.
Yeah, I didn't know what they
either.
were dressing up as until I saw Jenna.
Right.
I
Well,
still was like, I don't know what Lady
what's
G
Lady
is.
Do you know
I was
what I
with
thought?
you.
Do you know what I thought it was?
What?
Lady Guinevere. Like from
I thought it was
from
yeah.
Arthur and Camelot.
See, I knew because I watched. They put a bunch of these clips online like a week ago, and like a huge nerd, I obviously watched
Your
them,
research, I like that.
and I knew that they were both Lady Gaga and that they were gonna have a little diva off.
Ooh.
And so we think Jenna definitely took the cake on that one.
Definitely.
Yeah,
Hands, down.
down.
absolutely.
I
Is that
did
the like poker face
I love that blue outfit.
Yeah.
outfit that she wore?
So hot.
Mm-hmm.
And then Lizzie, can we keep you on the phone for another minute?
Oh, of course. I'm so happy you guys were able to take my call.
Yeah, no worries. You know we always like to accommodate you.
Thank
Anyways,
you.
talk to us about the hoax scene. So did
The what
you
scene?
where Allie played a joke on the rest of the girls? Did you know that was a joke? Did you think that it was for
At
real?
some point, I thought that maybe Allie was the little girl in the beginning that like escaped the mental institution because Allie cannot be normal upstairs. If she wants to leave the party to play a prank on her friends, when she's trying to get with the guy, and B, to scare her friends, like not normal mental behavior.
Oh,
True.
yeah. So maybe that was a true story about the twins. And
I know.
Yeah.
that's-
Really did
well,
go
that's
to
what
the
I thought in the
mental
beginning of the episode.
Oh my god, I love that
The fact that
Noel
they were
was a
showing stuff.
gynecologist.
I know.
So inappropriate.
so gross. If a guy said that to me,
Sorry, I'm
Hey.
sorry, Lizzie.
Yeah, we had a guy friend come as an abortionist one time, and it was
not appropriate.
and no one thought it was
that's
funny except for him.
uncomfortable.
That's
Yeah.
really uncomfortable.
that's horrible.
But
Isn't that awful?
Yes.
We were like, okay, that's not funny. Bye.
and I'm surprised that ABC Family let that
I know.
fly.
I know.
Right?
I know that they have whatever secret life of the American teenager. Teenagers are getting knocked up, but I don't know. To go to a party as a gynecologist, that's risque for a 16-year-old boy.
Very.
But yeah,
Also, another weird aspect of the party. I mean, there's so many weird points. But why were Melissa and Ian at their younger siblings' party?
They made a comment that it was
That
Noel's older brother's crowd
friends,
after
yeah.
they finally came back from this
Right.
elaborate hoax that ended up being a joke on Allie.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because
Joke's on you, Allie.
Yeah, joke's on you. You were really, someone was really
You
trying
mental
to kill you.
institution
Someone
baby.
almost killed
Yeah.
you. Mental institution baby.
Lizzie gave me the inspiration for that one.
I like that.
Well, let's go ahead and wrap tonight's episode up by talking about the moment between Allie and Noel at the party where she's like, "Hey, good acting," and he was like, "I don't know what you're talking about. That wasn't me." So, I mean, she started to get the A text messages throughout this episode, and then I think that
It only
moment
became
solidified.
A though at the end
At the
of
very
the episode.
end. It just was creepy. But
Before it was an unknown with no
Right, yeah.
signature.
But it was okay, this is where I'm so confused because Lucas was wearing the creepy baby costume.
Yes.
How did they all know to wear that costume?
Yeah.
And then that was the costume Noel was supposed to wear.
They didn't know. Lucas was like actually trying to hurt her. Noel didn't show up. They didn't plan, they didn't know.
And then A is the creepy baby.
Right.
Too, though.
Right.
This is just so,
Right.
there's so many creepy babies. Like, was that the
How
only
many are
costume?
there?
There's so many
creepy babies. I didn't know where
They're
to
just
turn.
coming right and left at us. They are, though.
It's true.
It really freaked me out. Thank God I was sitting next to you. I was a little
know.
nervous for a minute.
I mean, it's just so interesting to me to see the elementary phases of A. And
Well, obviously there was all this like, is Allie A? I mean, you obviously know she's not, but
she's dead.
Or is she?
well, you for the longest time you like weren't sure she was. I
That
wasn't
would-
sure she was really
I
dead.
think that would be the best thing in
wasn't
the
dead.
entire world if it really was Allie.
Yeah, wouldn't it be?
But probably not.
We are supposed to find out at the end
of the show?
of the next season.
They
After this episode, who do you guys think is A?
I can't.
I still think it's Lucas.
I mean, it seemed like Lucas.
You
They
wait.
want you to think it's Lucas.
You wait until Lucas is A.
Yeah, we saw how right you were about the period cramp theory. Your track record
that aside.
is not exactly.
Let's bring in the
solid.
red herring from The Ringer. Like they want you to think it's Lucas
I
after
know.
this. So now
It's
it's like
true.
it can't be because every time I get an idea going, they're like, "Nuh-uh, we're going another way."
But
with
they're
it.
also
Yeah.
making you think it's Mona.
I'm still thinking that it's like this whole what was that crew?
But here's the
that
thing: Did you
Officer
see?
Reynolds?
Right.
Did you see the friendship between Jenna and Mona? I thought that was kind of
blossom.
interesting.
That's true.
That she was like, "You're the best Gaga," and Jenna was kind of like,
She wanted to make her own.
you
Like
know,
friend.
kind of like
Friend.
made a friend.
But
Very
now they're
Harry
not
Potter
friends
friend.
anymore.
Or are
But
they?
why?
Ooh, and then it could be a
Are they
group.
working in
murdering
cahoots?
partners? Are they murdering?
Oh my God, murdering partners on the
I
weekend.
love that you just whipped out
Evil
We
fingers.
don't know, do we?
You're right, we don't.
I mean,
Interesting.
I mean, like we said before, it has to be a group.
I thought
So-
that they just showed a lot of what ifs.
Yeah.
They made sure to do a lot of
They were making
little
links
clues.
between different
Yeah.
people, and we can kind of
Yeah.
go with it how we feel.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. It's exhausting and
Did
Just
you guys
thinking about it.
appreciate
Crazy.
the brief Ezra cameo?
Yeah.
Yes.
It was
Hello.
too brief.
I would have liked a whole episode of Ezra, if only.
Just
It's pretty
one
little.
whole episode following him prequel in college by himself.
college.
What
Yeah.
was Ezra doing before he met Aria? Let's see.
Or the summer that they met.
I would love to see Ezzy in high school. Was he a Casanova?
You guys really
Can
fast.
we do a spin-off?
Were we supposed to believe that Allie didn't know who Mona was because she was wearing a Catwoman?
I know
mask?
that was
I'm sorry.
Look,
when
it's
it's
an
like
act.
every like masquerade, like, oh my goodness, who could you be? Oh wait, you have the same exact
Right.
facial features. You're just
Yeah.
wearing something over your eyeballs.
Completely
Her
did that
eyes
on
were
Gossip
covered.
Girl. Completely.
Yeah. No one would know it wasn't Serena. Of
Right.
course.
I think it's part of her my bark is bigger than my bite sort of personality. She, even if she knows who you are, she's going to pretend she doesn't know who you are because she wants to be superior to you.
But the way that Mona answered was supposed to be like she really didn't know. She's like, no, but you will.
right.
And Allie was kind of like,
Oh, and then that seems very like threatening.
Yeah.
It is such a
too.
threat.
Ooh.
Okay, can we talk just one more moment about Jenna? Jenna's like kind of nerdy now, isn't she?
well,
Well,
that's,
no.
I
She's
I
kinda
think
keeps to
it's funny
herself.
that she has so much swagger. She is the new girl coming into town, and Allie
Yeah.
does not like that.
She's
She's like,
threatened by it.
and she doesn't like. She took her opportunity. Okay, this girl is hot. This girl's new. Everyone's gonna love her. I'm gonna bring her in on my team. Tried bringing her in, and she didn't even care about her. She's like, I'll make my own friends.
Yeah.
Bye. And has all this confidence, and now it's just more of like a weird revenge. It's almost like she's staying to herself so that she wants it. That's why partially I think it's Jenna.
Yeah.
She blinded her.
Right.
Like,
And she knows. Yeah. obviously she knows
But
she
who
blinded
knows
her.
what actually happened?
And she knows
Maybe
she's blind, so she's pretty pissed about it.
Yeah.
She finally found
not
out that she's
new
blind.
information.
Not okay with
Not
that.
new information.
maybe in the process of getting back at Allie, something went horribly wrong. Jenna
Right.
went blind.
Yeah.
Allie ended up dead.
Well, we know when
she's
Jen
got
went
something.
blind.
This is such an evil
Do we?
Allie moment.
The-
When she hands her the
I
ballots
know.
and then Hannah's there and she goes, "I'm surprised you didn't even look. You didn't want to know like
your
you'll be
friends aren't."
surprised who your
Yeah.
friends aren't."
I think Spencer actually won, and that Allie was doing that to
Yeah,
like,
to mess with
I
her.
think so too.
manipulate
Allie-
the girls. Yeah.
Allie likes to stay one up always.
Yes.
Well, I'm sorry. She kept saying, "I'll handle it." What did she do? Sleep with the person who counts the ballots? Like, how could
I know.
a student at the school handle it or really rig an election? I don't know. So I kind of got that vibe as well.
In Rosewood, anything goes.
Well, yeah, because she
Anything is
controls people.
possible.
If it was somebody nerdy that wanted to be her friend, she could.
Make them or break them.
Is there anything else we want to talk about? I think pretty sure we covered.
I just want to point out that Sasha pointed out that the pin on the doll.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
We never actually like talked about that really quickly. That the pin on the doll is where Allie got hit. So
On the
that
head.
person, whoever sent her that creepy little doll,
Voodoo
Is-
doll.
is responsible for
Involved in the
doll.
murder.
responsible for that skull
it's
gash
all
that she had.
all
Fracture.
coming together.
All full circle. And now we know from last season, before the season ended, Aria has that box with the doll in it.
Right.
Oh my goodness!
JD gave it to her, right?
And we did see in the previews
was
for
so
next
weird.
season that the box comes back.
And they'll know that somebody was stalking. Not that they didn't know that somebody was stalking.
But they
Allie,
didn't
but
know
still.
because
only
she
if you
said it's a
think-
secret. That was the
Only-
first secret, A.
This prequel was so great.
It really
Yeah.
was.
Yeah.
What were you trying to say?
I was gonna say, like, only if she thinks to crack open the
Right.
head of the doll to look to see what's
Or maybe
inside.
she'll
Who
drop
doesn't
it.
do that?
Maybe she'll drop it. It's a porcelain
Maybe,
doll and the
maybe.
head will
And-
break.
oh yeah, it could shatter.
And then
Yeah.
everything inside will come out.
I mean,
Instead
I
of
just,
Aria being a creep.
I just love how they were integrating that, you know, Allie was the first person who this person was torturing.
A was
Right.
after.
You know?
And then it carried over onto
Yeah.
the
And
other
it said,
girls.
now it's my
And
turn
then
to
they
torture you.
assumed-
So
yeah.
someone that Allie must have been.
And
Well,
now
Allie's
they're on a
mean to
vendetta
everyone.
against.
Well, yeah.
Really doesn't
That's
narrow
true.
it down for us.
That's true.
So it was whoever you think Allie tortured, killed her,
Revenge.
Yeah.
and now they're going
And now they're
after
assuming
her friend.
So that
Yeah.
doesn't
This
sound like
person's a
Jenna,
creep.
though. That because
I
Jenna hasn't come
think
to town yet. I mean,
that
hasn't been part of
and Allie didn't
Allie's
torture Jenna.
murder
Right.
She was new.
was accidental. I do honestly believe
Yeah.
I think
that
so,
if it
too.
was a group of people that were just trying to
Mess with her.
and like show them who is boss and to have her like stop doing what she's doing,
Right.
and then things went horribly wrong.
I agree with
Like,
that.
and I know what you did last summer.
But you guys just
Yeah.
made me think of something. How you're like,
Maybe.
oh, it
Yes.
doesn't sound like Jenna because she just came here, and why would she be torturing her? What if she came there knowing about her? She's already
to
like
torture her
with
for
working
something.
with somebody,
like
or
she
With
had heard
Officer
about her.
Reynolds or
and that's
something.
why she's a new girl,
Mission.
and she's so confident, and she didn't care to be friends with her. She's like already messing with her.
She came to torture her.
like even
for
when she
someone
saw
else.
her in the thing, in the shop, she said, "I'm Allie," and she said, "I know."
Oh,
You know?
Okay.
nice.
But also, Allie was really popular.
Well,
so-
yeah, it could mean that, but I'm just saying
There's
they
just
gave
so
so
many
many
things.
You don't want
avenues.
to count Jenna out
I'm
yet.
just thinking out loud,
Yeah,
y'all.
honestly,
And I like it.
really,
I'm
good
picking up
theory
what
there.
you're putting down, and I'm gonna roll with it
Okay.
in my head later.
Perfect.
I'm gonna go with that. I'm gonna go with that
If anyone
too.
wants to call me later,
Yeah.
I'll let you know where this goes.
Yeah, I would
Perfect.
love to know where it's rolling.
Okay, we'll tell everybody where they can catch up with you later. Go ahead and plug your Twitter. Go ahead.
Oh, at the little chap. I don't even know what my Twitter is. 'cause
Okay.
people just
You're
tweet at
turning
me.
red, Hannah Monshappy.
Not used to all this pressure.
She's at the little chap.
There
We've
it
got. Can you spell it?
You can call me Skiff, the letter U, CANCALLSKIFF.
Amazing.
Wait, that's
Call
wrong.
me.
He left out the me.
I
But
did leave out the me.
You all know how to spell me.
Yeah.
We hope.
Yeah.
It's not like Italian. It's not like MI or anything.
That would have been so much
It's
better.
not exotic at all. And we have at Sydney DeBear.
SYDNEYDEBEAR.
Delightful.
It's hard spelling out loud.
Yeah.
It's so challenging
Sometimes
spelling your
I
own
get really
name.
scared when I have to spell my name.
Spelling
Have
bees were
problems.
not your forte.
Spelling my
Uh-oh.
own name. All right.
Period cramps are his forte.
Exactly.
If you have any questions about menstruation, you know who to tweet at.
Direct them to You Can Call Me Skip.
Please.
And I'm at Her Name is Deidre. You guys can tweet us questions, comments, things that you guys want to see on the show because we will be back here in January 2012 discussing season 3 of Pretty Little Liars.
Yay!
Whoa, yeah,
Oh my
sister
gosh,
moment.
it's so weird.
They have a lot of
We have
similar
twin moments
mannerisms.
and we're not twins.
Yeah. All right.
All right, bye.
Bye. Wait, did you turn us off? Oh, okay. I thought he got annoyed of the twin moments like later. On behalf of Stephanie, David, Aubrey, Sydney, and myself, Deidre, thank you guys for watching.
And Sasha.
And Sasha.
Thanks so much for being
coming.
here.
Yes.
Thank you guys for tuning in. The goodbye lullaby.
Good night.
Good night.
My
Thanks.
little minions.
Thank you for watching. We
Very
love you
Blair Waldorf
guys.
of you.
We'll see you in January. Have a good one.
Love you.
Bye.
From producers Kevin Undergaro and Phil Svitek, engineer DJ Jesse Janity, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. If you have questions or comments, be sure to buzz us at info@AfterBuzzTV.com. And you can find us on Facebook or follow us on Twitter by searching for AfterBuzz TV.
Came back. Buzz you later.
Bitches.
Oh.
AfterBuzz. The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.